Previously on How Polly Survived.
And do not count. Unfortunately, that's enough. Please come in here.
That did not go well for me. I mean, bright side, I'm still in the game. I really thought when Jada played the idol that I was going home because I didn't think that they were voting for Brenna. I thought that people were gonna vote for Jada and Jada was gonna vote for me. So if everything didn't count for Jada, then I would go home. Timon, we're in hot doo-doo shit. Like we're split now, 3 and 3.
I think we can merge next episode regardless. We're fine.
Are you sure?
Yes,
I think either next episode or
plus
10
we got
though.
problems actually.
Okay.
I'm actually quite sad that Brenna got voted out. I personally didn't vote for her. I didn't think she was going to get out. She told me not to use my additional vote, but I would have probably used that to like try to secure her, but I guess it wouldn't have helped as much anyways. Game is game. It's whatever.
So there was, did you vote? Who did you vote for?
I voted for the last minute, and she didn't tell me the name specifically, right? And I was like, who did I vote for? And I kept saying And then last second, she was like, and as I was walking away, I heard her mouth the words,
You voted for Brenna?
I voted for Brenna.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I knew for sure that Jada wasn't gonna get votes, but she still used her idol anyways. When I literally told her minutes or moments before Josh asked, does anyone want to use their idol? Jada looked at me and I said no, or I literally shook my head as many times as I can. No, do not, you're good. And Jada got paranoid and she still decided to use it. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I would have done the same thing in her position, but yeah, whatever.
Today went exactly to plan. It was everything I could have ever wanted. It was perfect. The tribal was awesome. I still have to talk to Jada. I heard her telling people, yeah, I just found the idol, which was perfect because I told her I could only give it to her if she tells people she found it on her own. She started the live tribal, which was perfect because it just brought more attention to herself. And she stays in the game, which is awesome. That's my shield right there. Cordy came up to me and he said, we're voting Brenna. So I assumed, I think he just wanted to fill me in because he and I have a good relationship.
During tribal, I wasn't sure what to do. Cordy was actually looking at me and he was like, you're safe, you're fine, you're fine. I am sure that he is the one that fought for me so hard to stay in.
She still planted the seeds to make the rest of my old tribe not trust me.
So I started off going to Troy and I said, Troy, Rachel is playing you. She texted in our group chat telling us to vote him out. I forget if I said she was playing every side, but...
So I'm pretty sure Rachel's lost all trust of the wits at this point. Rachel is so screwed at this point.
The ultimate goal was Brenna. Get rid of Brenna, keep Rachel in, and then have Rachel and Jada's threat levels increase. And it worked perfectly. It was awesome.
It's 3v3 in this tribe with me, Timon, and Protham versus Jada, Liam, and Sean. But like I could probably get Sean over to our side, or I could just straight up work with Jada. But like I don't know how to do that. Like I don't know how to like trust her.
I found it really funny because Rachel immediately, once she saw that things were not going her way, started being really nice to me. Because she had not been nice to me for the past couple days. I was like, okay, like come on, I know you're trying to keep yourself in the game.
I need to somehow get Jada out because like she is the biggest threat to my game.
Even though that my plan didn't work, I think that that was a really big move for me to make.
The tribe makeup is 4-2. Jada, myself, Timon, and then Liam. And Liam's kind of a tough one because we're really afraid of him just blowing up any plan that we give. So we keep him on like a need to know basis, which is like 10 minutes before tribal, we tell him, here's the vote, no matter what anyone says, stick to this vote. Protham's an interesting one because he has an extra vote advantage. Like, the smart move for Protham would be for him to join us.
Trying to play both angles between Rachel and Jada. I've decided to lean a little bit towards Jada, see how that's going to go, but right now I'm not sure.
This entire time, I've had a freaking big idol glue in my sock. I was prepared to place it somewhere so I could put some blame on someone else, but I guess we keep that for another challenge.
I am pissed, I am angry, and I think I understand Survivor a little bit more. And here's the thing. I have not been that invested in any of the votes thus far. I really liked Amanda, but I was closer with Brenna. I liked her a lot more, and it was also just an easier vote because it was so early. We didn't really get to know anyone. I feel horrible that my tribe voted for Brenna, and I feel horrible that I knew about it and I couldn't save her.
Brenna got booted from the game, which was really tough. I feel really bad. She's definitely a person that doesn't deserve it. And I try to tell my tribe that she's somebody that is just like a good person, generally doesn't deserve it.
That was a crazy tribal. Everything went according to plan on my team. We originally put 5 votes on Brenna and 2 votes on Drew, but we kept Drew in the dark, unfortunately, about this, just as a safeguard in case we didn't win, because we didn't know for sure. But as we figured, not only did we win, but they would be voting against each other. Either Sean from Exile had his advantage and played it on behalf of Jada, or I gave it to her, or Jada somehow obtained another legacy idol of some sort. But in either event, I saw what they were doing as far as a team, and Zeth and Nick were a little attached, but they weren't gonna argue with the rest of us. So we had to go for it, and that was pretty good.
Brenna didn't know what was going on. She like came up to us and I had to light her face and be like, yeah, no, they're not voting for you, which is not true.
And I talked to Cordy later, and he said that like Troy and Lexi had a plan, so if I didn't agree to voting out Brenna, then they would have wrote my name down instead. And so I'm really happy I guess I did write Brenna, but I was kind of pissed off to see Brenna go.
Even when we were all supposed to be sticking together with our plan, Troy left us to go talk with the other tribe during tribal council, which was so strange because we were clearly all supposed to be voting together. And even when we were like, Troy, what are you doing? Why are you talking with the other tribe? He's still talking with his old blue, his old wit members. And it's so obvious, like where everyone's loyalty lies. I wish I'd fought harder to keep her in. I just don't think she really did anything to warrant getting her out. And I don't know.
But I do still want to vote out Jada, and it will be a little personal because you lied to me, you died by me, so let's do this.
All right, welcome back to another challenge. Voted out last, we had Brenna after probably the craziest tribal we've had yet in all of Cal Poly Survivor history. It's gotta be up there. With that being said, we're gonna jump right into the challenge. So before we can do that, gotta take back immunity from Hygera. Thank you. Which means immunity is back up for grabs. So for today's challenge, how it's gonna work is you guys are gonna have 6 for both of you guys. We're gonna start at the bottom of the structure, of the parking structure. One by one, you guys are gonna have to go to the second floor, or to the next floor, up a ramp, where you're gonna have to complete a slide puzzle or cup stacking. Once your tribe completes one of them, you're gonna all have to go run together to the up the ramps to the next floor. We're gonna have to do the other task. Once you have both, you're gonna have to run all the way back down to the volleyball court, where you're gonna have to dig out a whole bunch of puzzle pieces. Once you get the puzzle pieces, which there will be some mock pieces that aren't part of the puzzle, you have to put together your puzzle. The team with their puzzle finished first wins immunity, and will not be seeing me. The other tribe will be seeing me at Tribal Council, where we will have the 6th person voted out. And yeah, so before that, I'll let you guys strategize. For my gear, I need one of you guys sitting out, and we'll get into it. All right, let's get this challenge started. Sitting out for Hagira is Cordy. With that being said, survivors ready? Wait, what? Go!
Really good. You guys are doing amazing.
Big mistake for Hagira, gonna make a lot of adjustments. There's a huge lead now for Korea. Alright, we're good to go. Let's go.
Where is it? Okay, we're done?
You're good, go.
Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Okay.
Good to go.
Yeah, Sean. Come on. Use those drippers.
Is this it?
Hand it to Pronto.
No, it's 3 bags, 3 bags. Nice job, Sean. That's a good strat.
That was a good idea.
Bula
Oh my god, it's a SpongeBob puzzle.
Yeah.
Still a huge lead.
There was gonna be like.
Where's
Yeah.
Here it is. Close. Created by
Yeah,
someone.
you got this. You've been doing these puzzles. Be careful with cars.
You want to speed?
Look for chocolate. You're not sorry? Okay. Actually, no. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Here, guys, where's his hand?
Oh my god.
Where's his hand? It took a hot minute.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, they just won immunity, which means you guys are going to be seeing me Thursday for tribal council.
I ran for nothing.
All right, well, in another domination of a challenge, but for their first win this season, Cabrillo wins immunity. There you go. Which means for you guys, you'll be seeing me on tribal council this Thursday, where we'll have the sixth person vote on Cowboy Survivor season 3. So I'll see you then. With that being said, head back, get to strategizing, and I'll see you then.
Okay, so I'm pretty bummed about the loss. I feel bad because the practice slide puzzle that was just tough. I don't know. I feel like definitely to practice it more. At the same time, I know that we both did our best, and I was proud of Nick and I. We worked really well together. No one was getting frustrated with one another.
Oh shoot, another confessional in my car, kind of like it's a theme of mine. So we just lost a challenge and I didn't even get to participate, but I'm going to tribal, which is actually really scary. But I just had a really good talk with Nick, Cordy, and Lizeth.
After we lost, it was Nick, Cordy, Drew, and I all in a group. Or is it me? Grammar. First thing everyone says is Troy, and that's like an easy name to throw out. It's like Troy.
And they seem to be wanting to vote out Troy, which is cool with me, you know. I told you guys I was ready to flip a long time ago.
And then Cordy drops like, oh, I think Troy has the idol. Like, you know, like I can read faces really well. I think Troy's the idol. And I'm thinking like, how does Cordy know everyone? Like, how does he know like details about every person, whether or not they have the idol? He knew about Jada.
I go up to Troy. I say, look, man, like, I'm a professional poker player. I can read your face. I know that you have the idol. The guy literally starts asking me like, wow, like I'm impressed. How did you know? Because you just told me. That's how I know. Under the event that Troy might have to play it. That's the only way our plan changes.
Yeah.
Is if one of us finds out if the idol has to be.
You think he knows?
Guys, I think offering Brooke is better than offering me. Now that I remember that's an option.
I think I should say Brooke.
Alright,
So
like
Brooke?
if Troy talks to me, like,
Brooke.
and that's something we can all say. Like, I think Brooke would be a good one.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't do shit.
And I'll say that too.
But that puts me in a really good position because that means they're depending on me for my vote in order for their plan to work. And then Troy told me at the challenge, he whispered to me, hey, so we're voting out Nick. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I said, yeah, we are. Because why would I say anything else? That'd be stupid.
I'm trying to figure out exactly what my strategy is, but I have two choices going into this next tribal council. I can effectively and easily get rid of Drew and vote him out. Or I can blindside Troy. He's too tight with everyone else. And I think that pulling a little bit of risk out there might be a good thing. I also talked to Timon, and it was amazing because he told me everything I wanted to hear. He starts giving me all of his thoughts on this alliance that I knew nothing about. By just giving him a little bit of information that I thought could be happening, he told me everything about the tribe, how they're gonna play an idol. It was amazing how much I knew. It was amazing. And now I know for sure that we need to send one of the wit home. And I hope to get rid of Rachel in the future, but That's why Troy is like a critical part of my game at the moment.
Like, the plan is for the 4 of us to vote for Troy, and then to convince 3 of them that we're voting for Brooke. So I feel like there's a lot of holes with that plan. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because they're not going to vote for Brooke. They're not going to vote for one of their own. Like, no way is Lexi going to vote for Brooke. No way is Brooke going to vote for herself. So where are their votes going to go? Like, are they going to split up, or what's going to happen? So with Troy and Lexi right now, I want to get them out. Like, if we, even like, though I don't trust Cordy right now, if we get Cordy out, then it's just going to be Blue running the entire thing. And no one wants that. That'd be a boring game. So I think we get Troy or Lexi out. Cordy's pretty positive that one of them has the idol, and he thinks it's Troy. I feel like the best thing for us is to say we're all voting for Drew instead. Because Drew is a much more easier vote for them than Brooke. Like, I don't think Lexi or Troy is going to vote for Brooke.
So I'm about to go to the UU and meet Cordy. I think Lizeth may be there, I don't know. I told Andrew he can come, but same thing as we did for the last tribal council. He's going to come a little bit later just in case we have stuff to say that we don't want him to hear.
I got Drew over here. We just had a meeting about him. It was supposed to really just confirm that Drew was a vote, but we also just ended up roasting him instead a bunch. So
I mean, valid.
Yeah, that's kind of what ended up happening.
Drew obviously didn't say to me like let's vote Cordy, right? He was like heavily pressed on getting rid of you. Like genuinely.
Oh yeah, Drew wants you gone really bad.
Like Drew,
yeah.
Drew made a comparison. Drew's like, hey, so you know how you really don't like Jada? Like, Lexi is my Jada. What the fuck did you do to him?
Oh, we just clashed a lot.
Apparently, if we vote, if we all vote, he might like come after you.
No, yeah, is he gonna come after you in flag football?
Dude, he told me today. He's literally like, if you vote me out, like, I'm never gonna have you on my team. I was like, well, thank God. But I was like, that's the worst thing, bro.
He texted me the other day. He's like, hey, like, what do you think? I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know. Like, what do you want to do? And then
Yeah,
like,
I'm kind of trying to.
I'm
I wanted him to do it because he kept trying to get me to say somebody else's name, and I was like, no, dude, like,
and
I'm not
then
just
the
gonna
first
say
name he
somebody
said was
else's
you.
name.
So he finally gave us a name.
Why Cordy though?
Well,
actually, no, he told me.
He's Cordy's a fatty social threat. That's
That's what he told me. Yeah, he said you talk too much. Actually, that's also what he said about Lexi. So I don't know.
Wait, you said that about me? When did you say?
What? Today.
No, this morning he texted that you were a big social
He
threat.
also texted me that.
Bro, you're dangerous to Drew. Yeah, he wants you gone.
But so are you. And then
yeah, he just
dropped
wants you gone.
he dropped my name too, and he wants you gone.
Hey, Nick, retarded.
That's so sus that they just all leave together.
As long as Lizette and Corey don't fuck me over.
I think they're gonna fuck me over.
I had thought about taking me, Troy, Brooke, and then Lizeth, Cordy, and Nick. And us 3 would vote for Lizette, and no, probably Nick, because I don't like Nick. And they would probably vote for Troy, because they wouldn't know that I had told them and made this plan. On Tuesday, I met with Lizeth, Nick, Cordy, and we talked about voting out Troy for a little bit, and then we were also there with Troy, so we made it seem like we were definitely voting out Drew. And then after Troy left, Drew came, and I was told Drew could not see me because he'd be really mad. Drew thinks that we're voting out Troy. He's on with that plan.
Lots been going on. Essentially, our plan is still to blindside Troy. I ended up looping Lexi in, which might have been a really bad idea.
I wasn't like really convinced that voting out Troy was the best idea.
I shouldn't have said anything. I think it was a little bit of a mistake, but I didn't want to blindside multiple people at once, so I wanted to loop her in on what we were gonna do. But she just keeps pushing to vote Drew, and I don't like that. So if she tells Troy our plan, if Lexi tells Troy our plan, we're gonna vote her instead, because Troy has the immunity idol. We don't want him to play that.
I wanted to do was just ask how we were both feeling, because after yesterday, I'm just confused, because the first thing that threw me off was when Corey told Lexi
Yes,
about
I
telling
do.
us.
When he first told me, I was so pissed at Cordy.
Yeah.
In fact, I filmed an angry confessional right afterwards. But yeah, I was like, what the heck are you doing? Because we thought that Lexi was close to Troy.
Yeah, and she
then,
is.
Yeah, and she is, right. And then Cordy tells the whole plan to Lexi. And I was like, what are you doing? I guess I just went with the tribal council. I'm gonna trust that everything works in plan, but
Okay.
you're
So
right,
you want to stick to it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but the thing is all Troy has to do is play the idol, and then whoever he decides he wants to go home is going to go home.
Yeah.
Whether that's Drew, Cordy, or me.
Yeah.
So it's a little difficult. It's a lot of playing all sides right now, but I'm hoping to, not go home because of my mistake in looping Lexi in, and we'll see what happens tonight. We will see what happens tonight. All right, see you later.
All right, welcome back once again for another tribal council, where we're gonna have the 6th person voted out today, and first time for just Hygera, and first time for you guys having someone of your own home, as it's been Cabrera the last 2 times. So I'm excited to see what happens today and see which one of you 7 is gonna be the next person voted out. So I'd love to hear from you guys. So Nick, take me through a bomb, whatever the hell the last challenge was. Take me through how that was for you.
Did you call it a bomb?
No, I was trying to say a bomb. I can't say. Never mind.
Okay.
I just can't speak. We're good.
Okay. Well, I think we were behind. We were behind. Fact. And I guess we just weren't as prepared as the other team. I think we were a little weaker on the puzzle part for sure. But in all fairness, the other tribe, they had like a puzzle whiz that just cracked that thing in like 20 seconds, so.
Obviously going off of that, Lexi, you haven't actually lost a challenge until today. So how does it feel being on that side of finally losing a challenge?
I don't like to lose. I'm currently competitive, so I'm definitely a little sad to be here, but I'm excited because I think it'll just give us more drive for today, and we're going to win this challenge.
Definitely. Going back to last tribal council, obviously there was 14 people there. You had both tribes. All of you 7 were saved. But there was a division of obviously that complex strategy of figuring out who to vote for between like both tribes and all that kind of thing. But what happened is it seemed like the other tribe was a lot more divided even before they knew that they lost. And you guys seemed like you guys were sticking through with each other. So Andrew, how do you feel like going into this week? Has it felt like it's going to be a pretty unanimous decision, or do you feel like there is still or do you think there is a mixed group between your tribe?
No, I think there's a unanimous decision. I just don't think I'm a part of the unanimous decision. You know, last week I was kind of told what to do 30 minutes before. This week, I haven't really got any definitive, haven't really met with anyone. So I think that's why I sat in the corner, because I think I'm on my way out.
So you got 3 votes last tribal, obviously it didn't matter, but what you're saying is you're out this time. So you're saying that you think it's going to be you?
Yeah, that's why I wear the hat with the smiley face. I didn't want to just be frowning the whole time.
So obviously you and your hat, the smiley face, you're coming tonight, you think it's you feel like you're on the outs. How do you play that then? How do you come in tonight and hope that you stay in the game?
Pretty much beg, guys, I'll be loyal, I will be your vote slave. If you tell me where to vote, I will vote. I'll just be like a puppy dog. Whenever I see you, I'll be excited, I'll support you, I'll be your golden retriever, that's...
More reasons to vote you out.
Jesus Christ. Ow.
Troy, take me through what you're hearing right now.
I mean, he genuinely, it was the dynamic of, what we were all kind of hearing this whole week was just hey, tell me who to vote for and I'll do it. But I think, part of it is we all talked to one another and we all were hearing different names being thrown out. We weren't sure what exactly the one consistent message was, so it does suck to potentially be on the outside of what's going on.
Brooke, do you feel like you're confident in tonight's vote, or do you feel like, same with Andrew, that maybe it's you?
I don't think you can always be too confident when going into tribal, but I honestly, I'm just gonna wait to see how it plays out because I've been pretty like neutral the whole way.
Cordy, obviously at this point in the game, the original tribes have dwindled a lot, but you are the only original grit member on this tribe. So, do you feel like that plays a factor in tonight's vote, or do you think that's kind of gone at this point?
I don't think that it plays a factor as far as tonight's vote goes, but I definitely think that's something in the back of people's mind in the future, as far as the whole numbers and how they're looking at that with alliances. But at the moment, I'm not too worried about that.
Definitely. So obviously we've heard from tonight is that some people are concerned and worried that it might be themselves. And obviously in the game of Survivor, like people are going to feel that they're on the bottom or they're on the outs, and they're going to find a way to fight no matter what. So is that, hearing what you're hearing, does that make it almost too nerve-wracking that maybe there's too easy of a vote tonight, or do you think that maybe this will be a unanimous decision and it will be easy?
Well, I mean, this place is like a second home to me now. You know, Nick and I have been here enough times. So the fact that it's nerve-wracking every time, I think just goes to show you can never predict anything.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, everyone knows I don't have an idol. Like, I was literally out of the state, and then no one could find it. So I'm pretty much like big old target, just right on. You know, I could feel it. No one would talk to me. I saw Brooke earlier today. She walked by me with her head down. I was like, shit.
Well, okay, I do that with everyone. I just have my head down.
Oh, it's okay.
So it's not you.
The writing's on the wall.
Sorry,
Did you
I'm
wait?
done to speak.
You wait?
Hey, and then you were like,
Okay. Well, that was just bad
did you have your
timing.
headphones in, or?
Yeah, I had my headphones in. You saw
yeah,
that.
she looked like she was going to class. She was dressed in business attire. I was like, okay, but never mind.
Hey, you know, on an island you can't have AirPods in or headphones. So, I guess you can on campus. I'm just changing gears here for a second. Obviously, it's been a couple weeks since we've started the game. Cordy, take me through how it's been just meeting all these other people and playing a game at college. Like, how's that been for you?
It's been a tremendously fun experience. I'm honestly really happy that I did this, and even if it was me that went home tonight, I can say that it's been a great time, and I've had a blast getting to know these guys, especially being the only person from Grit. I kind of preferred it that way, so I would get to meet all these awesome people. So it's been a good time. Definitely takes up a lot of time though. I'm consuming for sure.
Troy, what about for yourself in terms of, obviously, you haven't had to go to too many tribals until recently, and this is the first time that your tribe isn't safe. Has it felt like it's been like you're finally starting to play this game, or have you feel like you've been able to play it? Like how does that feel for you?
I definitely say there's a nice like exponential curve going on, where it started off nice and soft, at least for our tribe, and I think with the swap and then the twist and now what's potentially emerging in the horizon, I think it'll be a large exponential curve.
Brooke, coming into tonight's vote, what do you think like the vibe of the tribe is currently?
I would say calm, even though like under the surface we're kind of like freaking out. We're like, what's gonna happen next? Are we gonna lose the next challenge? What's the next decision? But I also think that everyone's kind of just staying like present with what they're gonna make for tonight's vote. I think everyone's pretty like subtle, like calm. I don't know.
Well, with that, I think it's time to vote. Nick, you are up first.
Don't vote for me.
So, when you say every single person's name on the tribe, I really hope that they decide to vote you out, because at that point, nobody should trust you.
Like, did you see the acting job in there? Like, oh my god, Oscar me now. Guys, we need a new Sharpie. But Troy, I hope it's you going home and not me, because I'd be like, oh my god, amazing.
All right, I have the votes. The person with the most votes will be voted out. It will be the sixth person voted out of Outlaw Star Season 3. With that being said, if anyone has an advantage or a community idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, no idols played, which means all votes are final. The person with the most votes will be voted out. They'll be asked to leave immediately. How are the votes? First vote, Drew. One vote, Drew. Second vote, Troy. One vote, Drew. One vote, Troy. Third vote, Drew. 2 votes, Drew. 1 vote, Troy. 4 votes left. Troy. 2 votes, Troy. 2 votes, Drew. Fifth vote, Troy. 3 votes, Troy. 2 votes, Drew. 2 votes left. The sixth person voted out Outplay Survivor Season 3. Troy, unfortunately that's enough. Please come bring me the torch.
What the fuck did I do?
Unfortunately, Travis spoke. You can play. All right. Well, looks like Drew is dancing over there. But interesting vote, and I'll see you guys at the challenge. Yeah, see you guys later.
This fucking blow it all.
Jada, I love you!
I mean, I had a feeling that they might have tried to blindside me. I was just trying to push like, yo, I think Drew's like not a smart person to align yourselves with. So I thought it would be a unanimous, and it is what it is. Cordy kind of got word somehow that I had my idol on Monday, so who knows, that might have had something to do with it and why they kind of tried to keep me in the dark of what was going on. I mean, I wish I played it, and good luck to the people that I align myself with. I hope that they do well.
You said we would work together until one of us blindsided the other one.
You're always on your laptop doing homework during challenges. You always say you don't have enough time, so it seems like you don't have enough time for Survivor.
And she was a total disruption in this class.
What?
I'm
Okay,
kidding.
okay.
What's your name?
Jada.
Jada.
Yes.
Okay, Jada was in my class and she stuck it out till the end.
That's right.
In jeans.
In jeans.
In jeans and everything.
Yes.